My name's Evie. Me and Momo are going to read The Goat of Many Colors.
Hello, my name is Flamingo.
Who are you talking to?
The person looking at this book, see?
Oh, hi, I'm Anteater.
This story is called...
What's it called? What's it called?
That's an awfully long title, and the print's
No,
too
it's-
small.
Oh, sorry, you're right, wrong voice. That's an awfully long title, and the print's too small.
No, the title's on the next page. That says, "But each man has his own gift from God. One has this gift, another has that." 1 Corinthians 7:7. The goat of many colors.
He means coat of many colors. It's a story in the Bible about a boy named Joseph.
Well, it's not quite that story. Shush, let's get started. Once there lived a wealthy man named Jacob. He owned a herd of goats that grazed on his land. That's what goats do all day. They eat grass. Sometimes, for fun, they run into each other and bump heads. But that's about all.
Anteaters' lives are much more interesting.
Well, there was one goat that was a little unusual. His name was Gus. One day, Gus was grazing too close to the edge of a cliff.
Oh no!
Splash! Gus thought falling into the water was a lot of fun, so he did it over and over. He got quite good at it. Splash! Woo! Splash!
I like that one. I give it an 8.5.
The other goats thought Gus was very odd. Goats eat grass and bump heads. That's all we do. We don't do strange things like diving. Meanwhile, Jacob, the landowner, decided to give a special gift to his favorite son, Joseph. Jacob owned a beautiful coat.
Wow, I'd be afraid of getting ant juice on it.
Ugh, ant juice. Anyway, Jacob said to his servant,
Bring me the coat of many colors for my son.
The servant, who wasn't very good at paying attention, heard goat instead of coat.
Uh-oh, can't be good.
The servant was unable to find a goat of many colors. All the goats were either brown, white, tan, black, or gray. There was no multicolored goat. So the servant grabbed Gus and he made his own goat of many colors.
I think he needs a little more yellow on his left ear.
Gus didn't know what was happening. Shocked and frightened, he escaped from the servant and ran away. Gus kept running and running far into the desert until he realized he was lost. Gus spent a cold, dark night in the wilderness. In the morning, he noticed he had company. Gus was surrounded by a herd of wild goats.
What kind of goat is this? Oh, we never see anything like him. Clearly, he is a special goat sent by God to rule over us.
And they all bowed down before Gus, and he became the new leader of the wild goats. Gus enjoyed being the top goat. Whatever he wanted, he got. Whatever he told them to do, they did. It was very good to be king of the goats. Life had become good for Gus.
I should be named king of the anteaters.
One day at a watering hole, Gus said, "All the goats should know how to dive. I want each of you to climb to the big branch of this tree and do a fancy dive into the water."
Gus is letting this ruler stuff goat to his head. Ha ha, get it? He's become egotistical. Ha ha. I crack myself up.
"Be quiet, you." But all the goats were afraid to obey the order. They crowded together near the water. Then one small goat was accidentally pushed into the water. The little goat couldn't swim. The other goats ran around in shock. Gus yelled, "Help that goat out of the water." But none of the goats had ever swum before. Gus realized that he was the only one who could save the little goat. He trotted out onto a branch and made a spectacular dive into the water.
I give it a 10.
Ah,
Oh no, Gus's colors have washed off.
the wild goats were stunned. They had been fooled by paint. Gus was a regular goat just like them.
You tricked us. I thought you only liked me because of my special colors. That's why I pretended to be someone I'm not. I wanted to be accepted. I'm sorry.
Well, you didn't have to pretend to be anything but your true self with us. We love you just the way you are. And part of who you are is a fancy diving goat. That talent is a gift from God, and God gave you that talent for a reason. Thank you for saving Junior.
I suppose the goat's name.
The wild goats forgave Gus.
I promise not to let my talent goat to my head. Ha 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 ha. Hey, that's my joke. I said it first.
Relax.
I used that joke 7 pages ago.
The goats learned that God had given each of them talents. Maybe they couldn't dive like Gus, but some could sing, and some could dance, and some could draw, and some were really good at math. They only needed to discover their talents and share them.
My talent's telling jokes, original jokes.
You have a talent for interrupting, that's what you have.
Hey, what happened to the old servant who was supposed to fetch the coat of many colors?
Oh, well, he realized that he had made a mistake hearing goat.
So he brought Jacob the coat?
Not exactly. What did he bring, Evie?
A boat.
The end.
The end. Bye.